Hi everyone, welcome you all to our online webinar and thank you so much for attending our conference today. I'm Rebecca from the technical department. My colleagues and I are very honored here to introduce the new generation UC series IPPBX UC501 to you, which is the upgrade version of UC500. So today, I'll compare UC501 with UC500 horizontally and vertically. The whole conference includes 5 parts. In the first 4 parts, we will introduce the UC501's specifications, its upgraded breadth spots, how to install the hardware, and the new features in the latest firmware. Part 5 is the Q&A session. There will be enough time for this section. Okay, let's get started. UC501 IPPBX is an upgraded version of UC500. Its hardware profiles are the same as UC500, equipped with Intel quad-core CPU, 1G RAM, and 16G flash, one USB port, and an SD slot that supports up to 128G SD card. It can be pre-installed with the OpenVox IPPBX system and other communication system chosen by customers. So we can also provide OEM or ODM services. The UC501 can provide up to 8 analog ports and 2 Ethernet interfaces. How about the performance? I would say UC501 is the best cost-effective IPPBX. It supports up to 800 extension registers, up to 300 concurrent cores with G711 UA codec, and up to 100 concurrent cores with G729 codec. Recording and the voicemail also are functions that are especially closely watched among many users. UC501 can record or store voicemail for 18600 minutes with the GSM format file or a 9500 minutes with the WAV format file. As opposed to UC500, UC501 has optimized the built-in UPS, also called uninterruptible power supply configuration to protect the security and stability of the communication system better. The UPS battery model is a universal Panasonic 18650 is rechargeable and can be substituted easily. Next, I will introduce you the working mechanism of UPS. When the system detects a sudden outage, UC IPPBX will switch to the UPS battery for power supply. Meanwhile, it will trigger the shutdown process. The Panasonic battery only powers for the core board. The RTC battery feeds for the real-time clock, which was used for synchronizing time. With the UPS solution, we can prevent some problems caused by suddenly power off as far as possible, such as system breakdown, database collapse, or data loss. In addition, the UC501 is modular in design, provides multiple telephonic interface combination. Available models include 1FXO, 1FXS, 4FXO, 4FXS. By the way, in next generation IPPBX UC501, which is coming soon, we add the integration of PRI and the E1, T1, J1 modules on the base of UC501. And with a detachable chassis, users can easily customize the module types, as well as improve its scalability. So in the next part, we will instruct you how to install the modules. Let's watch this video. Firstly, unscrew the screws on both sides of the device. And remove the upper casing. From this angle, you can see the vertical view of the inside of the chassis. In the inside of the chassis, the right side is the module installation area. The upper area is for the single canal module, and the lower area is for the core canal module. It should be noted that the module cannot be installed on the left or right side at the same time, from left to right, from the top down, marked as 1, 2, 3, 4. Module installation only supports 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 1 and 4, 2 and 3 modes. For instance, if we choose one FXO100 and one FXS400 module, we install the modules in 2 and 3 modes. After installing the module, we advise you to insert the chassis vertically like this way. Fasten it to the upper case and then tighten the screws. Okay, these are the hardware installation key points. You can read the quick start guide, or we will upload this video to the YouTube and you can watch it again. Go on. Before connecting the cables, we should learn about the LED indicator color and status. The FXO module indicators are red, while the FXS indicators are green. Be sure not to connect the offside interface. It may cause a short circuit. For example, if you install the FXS 400 and the FSO 400, you will see the indicators like that. After the board is complete, we should follow these flows and connect cables. Start our VoIP journey. We have to remind you again that connecting the cables to the corresponding ports or devices, especially connects the PSTN line or analog phones to the right interface according to the color of the interface indicator. UC501 pre-installs the latest version OpenVox UC system. In new version firmware, we upgrade Asterisk to version 16, add support for PBX protocol, and many new features. We optimized the blacklist, AI text-to-speech, static routes, VPN, fail-to-ban module, and the cloud management platform support. We launched brand new extension privilege management and ME module functions. Besides, new version web RTC support video calls. Auto provision supports multiple IP phone brands and models. With the new version release, we also provide many new exciting functions and features, such as Auto CLIP, LDAP service, click to call, SIP forking, hot standby, event notification and event log, hotel system, wake up service, and so on. If you are interested, we can show you some function demonstrate. Now the final part, Q&A session. My college team, engineer from the technical department, and I will answer your questions. Please feel free to ask any questions.
Hello. About the hardware specification of UC501, you can see we use the Intel quad-core CPU and 1 GB RAM and 16 GB flash. About software presentation, we will show some features based on your needs. You can tell me which feature you are interested in, and I will show you later. About the API for UC501, we provide AMI interface as default, and we are planning to add HTTP or HTTPS API later. In our future plan, we will add this simple API, but it will need more time. About the RAM, if you think 1 GB is not enough, we can provide 2 GB. 2 GB is enough? About click to call, we provide HTTP API to trigger that. That means you can generate a HTTP URL or HTTPS URL to trigger the click to call. We have document to show you how to do that. About the PMS connector, yes, it's in our agenda, but it's not available in current version. In the future, we will try to add the PMS connector. By the way, we already developed a hotel system. It's integrated as default. Do you think you still need to PMS connector? On UC501, we have only 200 MB internet, not gigabit. But in our UC700, we provide gigabit Ethernet interface. Now I will simply show you some web UI of our new features. Now we advanced our user permission. It look like this. You can choose the extension user and apply the privileges for each menu, each function. And we add the LDAP server for phone book. I think some clients asked for this feature before, so we add this feature in our new version. And here is the cloud management. If you have many device, then we provide a cloud management platform. You can ask for an account and register all your device on our platform. Then you can manage all device in our management system. Here we add an event center. You can customize the operation notification based on your needs, like change the password, login notify, logout notify, and telephone event. And you can also add the email address to send the notification to your email box. Then if someone log in the system, you will receive the notification. If someone hack your SIP registration, then you can receive the notification. If someone changed the settings, you can also receive the notification. And here you can see the logs, what time you log in, and sometime which is a failed login success, no success. It's a new device, so the log is very, very few. If you have many events happen, then you can see a lot of logs here. Okay, in the PBX part, now this time we add the PJ support. Our old version is asterisk version 11, and it support only transip. Now we upgrade our asterisk version to 16, and we use PJ stack as default. So you can use some advanced features like SIP forking and more stable WebRTC feature and conference. As you can see, we add our whole hotel system. We can set the room type and the minibar and the billing. And the wake up service. If your client had hotel system, I think we need to know what kind of API it can use. Then we will try to develop the connector to do the integration. For now, I think we do not have the API to connect the hotel system. If you about the software installation, I have to ask what kind of software you want to install and what kind of system you are using. Our hardware is open to install any kind of Linux system. If you tell me more details about your system and your software, I will give you more clear answer. Yes, we can install CentOS, Ubuntu, Debian, and I think any kind of Linux system. But one condition, you need to support UEFI. You need support group EFI to feed for our hardware. The traditional MBR bootloader is not working. If you use your own system, we will provide the DADI driver for the FXS and FX support. About the playback recording, may I ask, you mean the voicemail or call recording? If call recording, we can only play back the audio by the PC speaker. But if you mean the voicemail, I think you can use IP phone. About phone recording via phone. How does it work? You mean when I enable the call recording on PBX? You mean if I enable the recording here, like extension 101, then the 101 extension made the calls and the files will store in PBX internal disk. Then you want to dial a feature code to listen the voice recording for only extension 101, or you want to listen the call recording of other extensions. I'm still not clear about the feature requirement. Maybe you can send us more details about this kind of function, and we will consider to make it happen in future release. About adding the GSM port to our PBX, yeah, we have this plan, and we have remained the GSM port for our UC501 PBX. Maybe we will make it happen on that device. About the conference, okay, let's have a try. about how many participants, it's based on the hardware performance. For now, we use a cloud host conference server. If you want to host the server on your system, I think you need to deploy the conference server. If you use the public conference server, I think I'm not sure how many, but you can have a try. I do not have a camera. If you have a camera, you can join and see each other, I think. And the conference is based on your network speed and your network quality. So if you see okay, too loud here. About the fax, yes, we support receiving fax from the analog port, and then we will store the fax in our local storage. And we can also transfer the fax to your email box. About the user permission, for now, we do not have the permission group. We have only two group settings. One is for administrator and another is customer. If you choose the user and choose the administrator, that means this user has all permissions. But if you choose customer, then this extension has no permission for all modules. Then you can choose the permission for this user. I think we do not have the feature you think. We will think about this, your suggestion. Yes, the group permission is possible, and we will think about it in the future release. About music on hold, what do you want? I cannot give you the timeline for now. About music on hold, yes, we have. Here is the music on hold. What kind of feature you want it like? What do you want to ask about the music on hold? About connect the UC501 with other server. Nice. Yes. UC501 is IPPBX. You can connect any device if it supports the C protocol or IIX protocol, any device. About music on hold, you want to upload your own voice file. You can collect them by zip tracking. Okay, you can see tracks here. We can add zip track. Then I can PBX1 and host. And this is the PBX you want to connect. Then username, password, or you just leave it empty, then save. And you need to do the same on another PBX. Then these two PBX can connect by the SIP trunking. It's very simple. You can see here, the UC501 can support up to 800 extensions and up to 3 concurrent cores with ULU or ALO codec. If you need transcoding, then it will be 100 concurrent cores. I want to tell you more details about the autoclip feature. That means if you you have an extension 101, and when the 101 extension call your mobile, and your mobile missed the call, then when your mobile call back, and it will directly lead the call to the extension 101, no matter what kind of inbound rule you set, like IVR or Lisa, it will jump those settings and lead the call directly to the extension. That's how autoclip feature works. What do you mean bug calling and trigger-based calling? Can you explain more details? And about IVR, yes, that's basic PBX feature. Let me show you. Call IVR here. About the auto dial and click to dial feature, it's kind of call center feature, right? We have the idea to integrate the call center module in our PBX, but it's not started yet. But we have this plan. If you want to use call center feature, I think you need to install like VC dial system to do that. For now, our PBX do not have this feature. About IVR layers, we do not have that limit. You can add as many as you want. Can you explain what's the difference? I have no idea. We can create many IVRs and many levels. About the VC dial, we have customers to test VC dial to connect PBX with the SIP token. So what do you mean with support? You mean support the SIP token or CRM click to dial or some other features? If you want to install VC dial on this box, yes, I think you need to format the whole device first. That means you need to install the whole system of the VC dial. It's possible. And which version? I think the latest is okay, but it will need some customize about the bootloader or kernel. I think if you have this kind of feature, we will try to build a image which can running on our hardware and send you for test. OpenVox do not have our own software yet. But we have planned to build our own software app for the Android, and iOS is not in our plan yet. As you can see, our phone book is about speed dial, and you can set the speed low. I set it wrong. You can set speed dial code 1, and the real number is 13245. This one, and then if you dial 1, it will directly to send the real number out. That's how our phone book works. About the IVRs, I think this feature is about the PBX and the CRM integration. Some is not what our PBX can do. If you want to know who is calling and what he did, what kind of business, you mean all details? That means you need to have a database to store the information about the caller, right? Then you will search the database and know all the details about the caller. It's more complicated. Yes, we can also install Elastics, Isabel, Free PBX, and almost all popular Linux distribution. If you need, you can send more details, and we will prepare the image for our hardware. If you do not have more core traffic, I think 1 GB is enough. If not, if you need 2 GB, we can also provide 2 GB core board. About the VPN connection, we support 3 kind of protocols: OpenVPN, N2N, and L2TP for now. This is the link for the UC series IPPBX, but it's old version. We will release new version next month, and we will update the firmware for the demo box. You can check later. Our default storage is 16 GB eMMS disk. If you need 500 GB, I think you can use a USB drive, and we can also mount the network share file system. You can also mount your network share from your NAS server. Yes, we can use the NAS storage. You can see the CIFS protocol. And about the limitation of UC501, actually, we do not have the limitation about the ring groups IVR voicemail. The external storage is only for backup. It should be scheduled daily, weekly, or monthly. If you want to expand the storage and you think the internal storage is not enough for you, then you can connect external storage like USB drive or network shell. You can see auto backup. You can choose the schedule, daily, weekly, or monthly. And you can choose the target media. Use SD card or FTP server or CIFS server. You can set the server IP address, the username, the password, and the paths for storage and save. It will auto backup the configurations or call recording to target storage. No, you cannot just save directly to the external media. It's only for backup. About the text to speech, yes, we have AITTS. In this feature, we use the Google TTS engine. And you can use this engine to transfer the text to speech and the voice file is quite good. For now, for the voice promotes, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 language as default. The default username and password is admin. Both username and passwords are admin. You know, the SIP speaker is a SIP client like the IP phone, but it's working like an IP phone. So if you want to connect SIP speakers, you can just create a SIP extension and use SIP speakers to register to the IPPBX. Then it will work. Normally, SIP speaker will enable the auto answer. If you call the speaker, it will auto answer. No need to press the button, something like that.